On the Robert Irvine Show. She has 3 kids that you watch while she goes out and parties.
And when it does happen, she don't come home. She always makes it seem like that I'm crazy. But if I'm so crazy, where was you last night?
Wait. Listen.
Hey, what time do you come home?
I'm at the casino. He's blowing up my phone, calling me a liar where I'm at. So I'm not answering you. I'm not coming home. No, yeah. If I fail a lie detector test, he's still going to be with me.
Plus, one night, he's like, baby, I want to see you on video chat. I'm going in the house, I'm going to get dolled up, you know, running through the house, going to the bathroom. As soon as I get up, he was like, who is that in the room with you? Shine the camera around the room. So I stand up, like, look, there's nobody here.
Why are you bent over for the dark in the bathroom? When she went to go sit down, you know, like a little baby sit on the toilet so they don't fall themselves, like she was holding on to somebody's knees. She started bouncing. So I'm like, why are you bouncing on the toilet?
Then, Sally says her world turned upside down earlier this year when Ashlyn's dad, her husband, suddenly died. That's when she started to turn rogue.
She was smoking marijuana, drinking. She also hit me.
Were you ever unruly when your dad was alive?
No.
So why do you do it now?
Rebelling, I guess.
And you're hurting your mom at the same time. Why?
I feel like she's a bitch.
That's right now. There's always some give and take. But what happens when one side does all the giving and the other side does nothing but take? Well, that's exactly what's happening to my first guest, Todd. While he's planning a wedding and taking care of 3 kids, his fiancée is out partying, flirting with his brother, and getting sexual text messages from another man. Todd says he's starting to feel like a fool and wants to know if the woman he wants to marry will be a faithful wife or continue her party girl ways. Please welcome Todd to the show. Hi, Todd. How are you?
I'm good, sir. How are you?
Nice to meet you.
I'm here.
So why... Take a seat. So why do you think your fiancée is cheating?
Well, I got a text message on her telephone, and she was in cutting hair. So I picked up the phone, I seen a text. It says, hey, we got to get together. So she's in another room. I just said, hey, why? He said, you know. I said, no, I want to hear it. I said, I like to hear it. He said, well, I want to bust that ass again. And I said, well, what about my boyfriend? He said, what about him?
So you were texting playing her to this guy. Okay.
Right. So that ended, and I was so mad I didn't say nothing. So the next day I told her what I'd done. So she said, well, you led him up to that. You had to lead him up to that. So she called him. She got the text from him. I said, wait, they're not in order. Send them in order. So he sent them in order. And it was just like that. I mean, she cried, said she was sorry. But what my problem is, this happened early in our relationship.
Right.
All right? Now, she continued to talk to him for a couple months after that. All right?
So is he the only one that she's talking to?
No, see, I mean, she talks to all kinds of guys on the phone. Yeah, but they're friends from the past. And I know she's got a lot of friends.
But is that particular guy a friend with benefits? By the sounds of it, right?
I don't know. I've never caught it again.
Okay.
I suspected it. The recent one is we're over at one of our friends' house, and we're fixing the headlight. Wanda's standing right next to me. He comes out, and he's got a tarp in his hand. He goes down to start folding the tarp, and Wanda says, hold on.
It's a big...
We'll calm down. You know it's long. We'll help you fold it. And I'm thinking, I looked at her and said, what are you doing? I said, why are you telling you know it's long? You know? And it's like,
You're
I'm
crazy.
thinking to myself...
I said it was big.
So she was flirting with her?
Yeah.
Or
like
being sexual innuendos?
Yeah, right in front of me.
Okay.
And it's like, you know, I was talking about that tarp. I said, no, you could have said it different. If you would have said that to me, I would have thought you was flirting with me.
Right.
You know?
Right.
And
so she hides all these social media conversations with other men away from you, right?
She always makes it seem like that. I'm the one making it up. I'm crazy. But if I'm so crazy, where was you last night? All last night. Not last night, but it's like...
Okay. So she has 3 kids that you watch while she goes out and parties.
Yeah, I mean, She goes out with her girlfriends.
Okay. Is that a regular occurrence? Does she go out?
No, it happens.
Crazy.
And when it does happen, she don't come home.
What?
And
What do you mean she doesn't come home?
she don't come home till the next day.
So
And
what
she
is her
thinks-
excuse when you say to her, hey, you know, where were you?
I was out with my girlfriends. You know where I was.
Did she answer the phone? Did you call her? Did you ask her where she was at this time in the morning?
Listen, I tell her to go out with her girlfriends.
But
She
till
goes out
5
with
o'clock,
her
6 o'clock in the morning next
She
day?
goes out with her girlfriends. I call her. 45 minutes later, I call her again. I'll send her a text. And then finally, she'll call me. All right? And it's like, what? Call me a liar, call me all this. Well, you don't answer your phone. And she says, well, I ain't doing nothing. And as long as you ain't doing nothing, you can't. It's like, but you are doing something. You are doing something. You're
Wow.
supposed to come home.
So, you're supposed to get married?
Yes,
right?
sir.
In a couple
Yes,
of months.
sir.
So what happens if you find out that she is being unfaithful?
I still got to take care of the kids. And they need somebody,
Okay.
you know?
Okay.
So I got to take care of the kids,
Okay.
you know, and it's like,
And you just...
stuff's going to have to change.
Well, let's see what she has to say. Wanda coming out here.
No, wait a minute.
Okay.
If I go out, it's maybe once every 2 months, okay? Number one. And number two, bad example for my kids, I go to work, I come home, I cook dinner, I feed you guys. I'm not the perfect. Okay, okay.
You do all that.
Okay.
But
when
I mean, we're supposed to be getting married, okay?
And you say, go out with your girlfriends, it's her birthday.
But I want to say go.
And he said that. And he said
It's her birthday, go out. In an hour, I'm at the casino, he's texting me or calling me, I don't get it.
What time do you get home?
And it's not once every hour.
What time do you get home?
Listen, it's not once every hour.
No.
It's once
Answer
every...
the question. So listen,
Well,
hang on, listen.
Yes.
When Robert asks you a question, the idea is that we converse and you answer the question without throwing out the question.
All right, Love, I'm sorry.
So, in Todd's defense, right, he did say he told you to go out, which I totally agree with. You have 3 kids, you deserve a night out with your friends. Absolutely. What time do you come home?
Did I come home? The last night was 10:30 the next morning.
Okay, so what time, so what time, I'm gonna know, but just answer that. What time did you leave the house the night before?
Probably, I don't know, 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock at night, and you roll in at 10:30 the next morning.
Don't drive my truck drunk, he says. Don't drive my truck drunk.
So you come in 15 hours later?
No, hold on. I'm at the casino. He's blowing up my phone, calling me a liar where I'm at. So I'm not answering you. I'm not coming home. No, you want to talk, whatever, crazy.
So where did you stay?
Well, that night I stayed at my girlfriend's house.
So you have a 13-year-old daughter, you have three kids,
Yes,
9
I do.
or whatever, right?
Yes, I do.
So when they get up to go to school in the morning and Todd's feeding them breakfast.
It was a Saturday.
Okay. So when they get up and Todd's feeding them breakfast or doing whatever
What
they're
about
doing,
the night before when he's cussing me on the phone? What are they hearing? That's what I'm saying. Where are my kids, Todd?
Well, I hope they're in bed at that time.
They were all sleeping,
Listen, I'm
but
not
I'm louder.
coming home with you acting like that, yelling at me in front of my kids, because you get crazy. Once he gets crazy, I don't mess with them.
But why am I getting crazy for? Because my girl don't come home.
And oh, yes, he's calling me the word.
The what?
Always.
So
listen,
hang on.
Listen, I don't even care.
That's
Why?
abuse?
Yes, there's abuse.
That's verbal abuse.
Because I don't like what she's done to me.
So okay.
And it's child play. I know it's child play.
Okay, so
you
are
call me name.
You
I
are
call you
Todd,
name.
50 years old, right?
Yes, I'm 50.
So
Yeah.
at this point because you're the same age as me.
Yes.
We're both good-looking dudes.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
He's a good man, but check this out.
But why are we resorting to calling names?
And throwing my stuff and breaking stuff, right? When you tell me, go out, baby, go out, have a good time, and then what, Todd? Then what? Within
But do you
an hour?
believe that she has, or you do believe that she has a romantic feeling for somebody who used to babysit her, right?
Oh, my God.
So you used to babysit him or whatever. Has he ever come on to you?
Actually, that night, it was kind of weird that night because he left me there. He left me there.
Why did I leave you, though? I just don't leave you over there.
He said that I said he had, it wasn't long, it was big, and it was a big tarp. The tarp was like big, 2 times the size of the car. You know what I'm saying? I said, that's a big tarp. Let me come and help you. Oh, crazy ass. Oh, Lord, here we go.
So answer the question.
Here we go.
So
you
did
know,
he?
And then, Listen, no.
Hey,
Listen to me for a second.
but
It's
first-
my turn. Listen.
No, we were standing right. I was standing here.
Let her finish.
Yeah.
Let
Just
her
like
finish.
this. The talk
no,
down
we
here.
was like this right here. You're right there. I'm right here.
Don't put your hands on me.
I'm doing the flat
And
like.
I said, hold up, let us help you with that big tarp.
Yeah,
I
but
was
then he
flying.
comes.
I
Then
was
he
flying.
comes and stands just like this. Turn around.
It doesn't matter.
He stands
musical
just
chair.
like this. Okay, when I seen this,
No.
she comes over here behind me,
No.
and so does he. So
He's
I turn
crazy.
around and I seen
No, you're crazy. You've seen nothing.
So let me ask you this question.
He did not see that.
So I asked you once. Has
He
he
left
ever
me there.
flirted with you? Come
He
on
left
to you.
me there that night. Guess what, dude? He left me there that night.
I did.
After calling me all kinds of names, left me and the baby there. And, yeah, he came in the bedroom.
So
he
what?
actually did that night.
So
But
what did he? Hang on, slow
He
down.
didn't do anything.
So what did he say to you?
He came in the bathroom. He's just hanging out in there with us. You know, she's sitting on the toilet. I'm putting makeup on.
She was on the toilet or just sitting on it?
My girlfriend was sitting.
Like-
sitting.
okay.
Just sitting. We was in there.
And she didn't come home that night either.
Okay, hang on. So,
No, I didn't come.
so far you've gone.
He left me.
So far you've gone to Miami and back, and you haven't answered my question.
Okay.
Has he ever flirted with you?
No.
Has he ever touched you, slapped
Hell
you?
no. No.
Okay.
No.
But when you stay out all night long, and you've already cheated with me in the past, and I caught it.
But you told me you was over that then, right?
I was over that then, but my girlfriend is still hanging out all night, and she's a grown lady.
All the time,
And most-
right? I do it all the time.
How long have you been dating?
Every time you go out, you do.
Almost 3
and
years.
I tell you to go
Almost
out.
3
I've
years.
known him a long time.
So is
He's
he a good
really
guy?
good man. Oh, he's a good man, except for this craziness he got.
Why
going
would
on.
I be crazy? Okay, listen.
Crazy, it's crazy.
I'm a jealous dude, okay? I'm jealous. Because I think I got nice looking women. But on the other hand, she already cheated on me, and I forgave her. But
So it's still there.
yeah, it's still there
So it's still
because
there.
she stays out all night long.
So
No, I
hang
don't
on.
stay out all night.
Whoa.
Okay.
So obviously, he has a
Tell me
past
about
of that, right? Have you ever flirted with his
I flirt
brother?
all the time. Everybody does, I think, to an extent. No, hold on. Wait. Not like, oh, come home with me. Just like, hey, how are you? That's what he can say. I can't smile. If I smile, oh my. Watch out in the grocery store. Am I lying? Am I lying?
But
If
he's
I
a jealous
smile,
guy.
I can't
No,
smile.
She knows I'm a jealous guy. She knows I'm
I
a
don't go
jealous.
out of my way anymore. Like,
But when she thinks.
So hang on.
when he calls me out and embarrass me, I go out of my way. You jealous person.
Okay.
Like, I'm really not. Like,
So you want to marry him?
he's good to me. He's a good man. Yes.
So what, you want to marry him?
I don't want to
How's
marry
sex?
a crazy person
How's
who's
sex?
going to accuse me all the time.
How's
And
sex?
Huh?
How's sex?
Oh, he's good. Like, yeah, he's fine. Shut up. Listen, he's perfect. We don't have any problems in that area, none at all.
Okay. So what problems do you have?
We have only because of the jealousy, and it's not all the time. Like maybe it's
But if you think about this,
You planted the
Wanda,
seed already, girl.
Wonder,
And
if
I've
you
tried
think
to
about
tell you.
this,
I've tried.
you did.
So now
you
it's
said
not
it
going
quite.
to work? Is that
No,
what
it's
you're
not.
saying?
No, I
But
didn't- I didn't say it wasn't gonna work.
If I fail a lie detector test, he's still going to be with me. That I don't want to. Listen, if you failed it, I wouldn't be with you.
Okay,
and I
listen.
don't want you to be with me if I failed.
Listen what I'm
trust
saying.
me, that's not kind of relationship I want.
I forgave you, okay? I forgive what
No,
you've
you
done.
didn't, or you wouldn't keep bringing it up.
All right, we came here for answers, right?
Right, let's do it.
Stand up, face each other. So bring me that podium out. I'm gonna have a little fun
Oh,
here.
no.
So this is my lie detector podium.
Uh-oh.
Yes, it's kind of cool. So you stand on this side, Todd.
Okay.
Wanda stand that side, right? So we asked Wanda, excluding the time you cheated in the beginning of your relationship, have you had oral sex,
No.
sexual intercourse with any other man while in the relationship with Todd? You answered no. Red, you lied. Green, you told the truth. You ready for this?
Yeah.
She said no. Lie detector determined that was the truth. Okay. That's one. That's one. So we asked Wanda, have you had sex with a friend you once babysitted for while you were being in the relationship with Todd?
No.
You said no. Wow.
Stop.
Lie detector determined, however...
Stop.
You want to tell the truth now?
Yeah, I have never stopped.
That was the truth.
Keep telling the truth. I would come on here if
We asked Wanda, have you sent or received sexual text messages with other men while in relationship with Todd?
No, I haven't. No, I haven't.
She said no. Lie detector determined...
I know I haven't.
She's telling the truth.
Why? Because my man, you please me. It's jealous. Stupid.
So he pleases you.
He pleases me. Like,
How can I please you all the time you don't come home to your man?
Oh, no.
I mean, I'm your man, I'm getting married to you.
Listen.
And I got your kids, but I please you, so that's why I'm gonna hang out all night and I ask you.
Listen.
I say, Wanda.
I'm passing, stop.
I say,
Calm down.
Wanda, please don't stay out all night.
I'm having a good time. Apparently not nobody, so why are you worried about me?
So, here's the funny thing. Can we take this
Bad
away,
mom,
please?
bad mom, bad
Come
mom.
over here. Stop talking.
I like to go out. Oh, I didn't mean that. I guess I am a flirt a little bit.
So obviously, I don't think she meant that.
I don't mean anything.
I don't.
So here's the thing. Listen.
She just does things I like, and I mean, my thing, if we're gonna get married, then we gotta get on the same page.
So
Right.
what-
We're hanging out all night, ain't the same page.
So sit down here. So listen. Here's the thing.
Sorry, but
She's not out sleeping, having oral sex, sexual intercourse, meeting other people.
Text, dirty stuff,
She's
no.
not doing that. What she is guilty of, and you are guilty, is overextending and disrespecting him when you're out. So there has to be a boundary, right? And all he's asking for, and all she's asking for, are two simple things, right? Respect him and come in at a decent hour.
He can go with
and number two is, you have to give her a little rein and do what she wants. Otherwise, the more you call and do all those things, you're going to push her away.
I'll call me, I'm like, what?
You're going to push her away. And then you lose.
yeah.
And that's what happens, for
So
real.
you're both as bad as each other in that. If you can promise to work on you coming home on time, still having fun with your friends, and you stop using those verbal abusive statements and calling her every 2 minutes and trusting her because she's proven she's not doing anything. Okay? Right? So, stand up, give each other a quick kiss and a hug.
I will.
Stay with us. We'll be right back.
I got the answers that I needed on the show. He got the points across to her and also to me what we was doing wrong in our relationship, and I appreciate it. And I'm glad she wouldn't cheat.
Welcome. Long-distance relationships are tough. But when we can all agree, technology has made maintaining these relationships easier, right? Unless you're my next guest, Tanisha and Corey, who say a video chat gone wrong landed them here today, and one of them in very hot water. Please welcome Tanisha to the show. Wow. So why are you here today?
I just want to prove to him today that, you know, I haven't done anything with anybody, that I've been faithful to him, and I want to take a lie detector test to prove that to him.
So tell me about him catching you giving oral sex to a man. So how does he, so what happened there? I mean...
Okay, let me tell you. One night, I was
Social
asleep.
media sometimes is not your friend.
Exactly. So one night I was asleep and the phone was ringing. So I answers the phone and he's like, you know, we talking for a minute. So he's like, well, baby, I want to see you on video chat. I said, okay. So I'm going in the house. I'm going to get dolled up, you know, running through the house, going to the bathroom, you know. So video chat comes in. All of a sudden, he's like, well, baby, why are you not, you know, looking into the camera? I'm like, what are you talking about? So he was like, well, why do you keep moving so much? So now I'm in the bathroom, I'm on the toilet. He was like, well, why you look like you keep hovering over the toilet? What is you talking about?
Were you on the toilet?
Yes.
Oh.
So I goes in, you know, I comes out of the bathroom, you know, the
So you're like this, right?
Yes, I'm like, you know, the phone is sitting on the table, you know, and I'm sitting like
That way?
Yes.
Oh, that's not pretty. Okay. Okay.
So I leaves out the bathroom and I goes into my bedroom. I get ready to lay on the bed, and as soon as I get up, he was like, "Who is that behind you? I saw somebody behind you. I saw a shadow. Who is that in the room with you?" I'm like, "What is you talking about? There's nobody there." He's like, "Well, I saw somebody in the room with you." He was like, "Shine the camera around the room." So I stands up, right? And I take the phone and I'm like, "There's nobody in here." You know, so he's like, "There's somebody in the room. I see him." I'm like, "Look, there's nobody here." So from that point on, you know, he's like, "Well, shine the phone down the hallway. Shine the phone down the hallway." So I shines the phone down the hallway. Okay, boom. He's like, "Who's that going down the hallway?" I said, "Nobody." So about the fourth time he asked me, he said, "Who is that going down the hallway?" I said, "Oh, he's leaving out." He's like, "Oh, so if that's the case, then that's who you were sleeping with."
So why would, so here's my question. Why would you say that if there was nobody there?
I actually lied about that, you know, because of the simple fact that, you know, I've also been hurt in relationships. You know, I've also been, you know, in very...
But you're setting yourself up for failure by lying to somebody that...
Yes, I did. Yes.
Because now I don't believe you.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So he's claiming that he's found bodily fluids in your bedroom and on your clothing and all that stuff.
Clothing. He claims he found bodily fluids on my bed. You know, and it's like, you know, the accusations are just getting like ridiculous. And he likes to do the pop-up gang. The pop-up gang is where he'll come up and he won't never let me know he coming. So when he come up, it's like he catch you to see if you doing anything.
Oh, he's trying to catch you?
Yes.
Okay. Has he ever caught you?
No.
Okay. So I can't wait to meet Corey. Corey, come on out here. Corey, how are you?
All right. Are you?
Or should I say the pop-up king?
Yeah.
So you obviously don't trust Tanisha.
I mean, I trust it's just this situation right here. You know, I mean, I have to explain this because,
okay,
like when we had our phone conversation, I mean, everything that I was saying, because if she was in bent over positions and I'm asking her, you know, why are you bent over in the dark in the bathroom? So she got up, she turned the lights on, now the lights are on in the bathroom.
But so, she had the phone down there. You had a view?
She was sitting down, and when she went to go sit down, you know, like a little baby sit on the toilet so they don't fall themselves, feel like she was holding on to somebody's knees. And I'm sitting there watching this. She was like, you know, she started bouncing. So I'm like, "Why are you bouncing on the toilet?" She was like, "What? What?" Then she hung the phone up again. I called right back. She hung the phone up again. I called right back.
Corey, come on.
Why would I embarrass myself on video chat knowing that he's going to call me and then be...
What proof do you have she's cheating on you?
Really?
Okay. This is why I came to that conclusion. Because at first she was telling me wasn't nobody in the house.
Right.
So when I see you in a bent over position, because I asked her, "Why are you bent over?" Your hair is hanging down over your face. And I'm seeing the ceiling, but at the same time, I'm looking at you throbbing and you moaning. So it looked like she was like in a bent over. So I asked her, I said, "Well, what are you doing?" You know, because after I seen all that, she was like, "What?" I was like, because she started moaning. So I asked her, "Who are you having sex with?" Because that's what I'm looking at. So she's like, "Ain't nobody here. You telling me ain't nobody in the house because I asked you." So then after that, she was like, "Well, ain't nobody here." But when she turned the phone around, it like somebody moved. So I said, "Well, who is that going down the hallway?" She was like, "Ain't nobody." But my thing is when I looked, why would you tell me that there was nobody in the house, but then you telling me, no, I said, "Turn your phone towards the hallway." She turned, but she had it towards the floor. Now I'm watching a shadow and hearing footsteps go down the hallway. So I said, "Well, who is that going down the hallway?" She's talking about, "There's nobody going down the hallway." I said, "Well, who is that going down the hallway?" I'm looking at the shadow. She talking about nobody.
Corey.
Yes, sir.
Do you really believe that, seriously?
That she, I have to believe my eyes. I know what I was looking at.
You away a lot?
Huh?
Are you an insecure person?
Yes, very.
Yes.
But I still got to go with my eyes.
Have you been cheated on before?
But he's
Yes,
awesome.
plenty times. Plenty times.
How long you been in this relationship?
Well, we knew each other for a long time.
How long you been in a relationship?
Probably about a year or so, maybe.
Okay. You don't trust her, period, because of your past experiences, and I understand that.
I mean,
we give actually Tanisha a lie detector test, right? Mm-hmm. Because she wanted to prove to you, and I haven't seen them. We're going to reveal them now. So I'll stand up, face each other. Move over there a little bit so I can stand. So my question would be, what happens if she fails?
There's plenty of times I ask her to just be honest with me. So it'd be kind of hard for me to trust me to go this far to actually take a lie detector test and still be lying.
Wait a minute.
But I've got to tell you something. You lied about something, and I'm going to tell you because it really annoys me, all right? Because you didn't need to. There was nobody in the house. You said there was a guy leaving, so you made a mistake. You didn't need to lie. If he's not there, don't lie about it. Because that makes the trust even worse. All right. We asked Tanisha, when Corey called you on the video chat, were you performing oral sex on another man? This is a $1 million question. This is why we're here. Tanisha said no. Lie detector test determined. Tanisha, when Corey called you on the video chat, were you performing oral sex on another man? Tanisha said no. Lie detector test determined that was a lie.
So who was that leaving out the house? So you being honest?
I'll plead the fifth.
You being honest now?
Plead the fifth, sixth, and the seventh.
We asked Tanisha, since you've been in a relationship with Corey, have you had sexual intercourse with anyone else? Yes. That you don't know about? Tanisha answered a whopping no. Lie detector determined that was a whopping lie. So everybody was, you know, thinking it was Corey. Is there anything you want to come? Now listen, you're gonna plead the fifth, sixth, and seventh, eighth.
Fifth, sixth, seventh, and the eighth.
I know I saw what I saw. I know I saw what I saw. I'm not. And then the fact that you lied to me saying that this man wasn't there when he was and I was watching him. You lied to me telling me that that wasn't that man leaving out the house when I was watching somebody walk down the hallway. That's why I kept calling up back. Every time you tried to hang the phone up on me, I called right back before the phone clicked all the way off. Because I was watching it. I was watching, observing everything. And that really bothers me that you would actually come all the way and kept asking me, oh, don't embarrass me.
So where does this leave this? Where does this leave this?
I don't even know. I'm just like kind of, I mean, if you can go this far to bring me here when I kept telling you to be honest with me the whole time.
And I'm being honest.
And then to come this far and still lying.
I'm being honest.
And then telling me to lie detector test lying. It's going to be hard to trust.
Well, whatever you want to do, I wish you both the best of luck. All right? There's not much I can say. You suspected it. I thought you were crazy.
I noticed that too.
But apparently you're not crazy, based on the lie detector test. So whatever you decide to do, be honest with each other. You may not want to be honest here, but you may want to come clean and see if you can work it out when you get home, whatever. Because a lot of people are embarrassed here. That's a decision you make. And the person that's going to suffer there is who?
Me.
Okay, all the way to California.
Okay. Well, wish you both the best of luck. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Plenty tell me what been at. I saw it. Probably talking right now on the talk stage for radio.
Welcome. This is Sally. Backstage is Sally's 16-year-old daughter, Ashlyn. Sally says her world turned upside down earlier this year when Ashlyn's dad, her husband, suddenly died. Instead of pulling together during this time, Sally says Ashlyn pulled away and turned to drinking, drugs, and having sex with older men to deal with her pain. Sally's terrified that if she doesn't get help today, that she will lose her daughter forever. Please welcome Sally to the show. So, when you look at that family photo, what does your daughter mean to you?
That picture right there, it was the best times.
Yeah.
She's just out of control.
Her dad suddenly passed away. Was she close to her dad?
Very much so. She was a huge daddy's girl.
Okay. When he passed away, that's when she started to turn rogue?
Mm-hmm.
And what was she doing, obviously?
Well, she was smoking marijuana, drinking. She was sexting,
Okay.
as they say it, you know. She was talking to 22 and 23-year-old men. It was just uncontrollable. She also hit me. I spanked her. She's been grounded.
Okay.
Here recently, I grounded her for 2 months. Nothing's changed. I mean, it's the same thing over and over again. She's got to where she doesn't want to clean her room. I have to scream at her to, you know, do chores. She doesn't want to listen. You know, it's like a everyday process with her.
What happened when you were in hospital?
Well, a family member was watching her, and I set rules aside for her to follow. She was working at that time. Well, she took my truck and went somewhere else she wasn't supposed to be with an older guy. It come back to me that she was having sex with him.
Did you report that to the police?
No.
Why not?
Because at the time, I couldn't, you know, prove it. I could not prove it at all.
Well, obviously, she's grieving in a very outward manner. Because if she was a daddy's girl, she's not got that dad now, and there's nobody to guide her.
Yeah.
And she's disrespecting you.
Mm-hmm.
All right? And I'm going to do this a little differently, so just follow what I do. Ashlyn, come on out. How are you? So somebody tells me you're a straight-A student.
Yeah.
Wow. What do you want to do when you get older?
I'm a vet.
A vet. Can you be a vet when you're dead?
When what?
When you're dead?
No.
Not really, right?
No.
How good a vet would you be with a child at 16?
I mean, as long as I get everything straight. I mean, most people, they can't handle it with a kid, but I mean, I take care of kids. I do. I know kind of how it is.
How is it?
I mean, it's hard. I mean, I take care of kids that aren't even mine. Parents don't care. So
tell me about your dad. What do you love about your dad?
I mean, he was a strong man.
Okay.
So
That's what you loved about him?
yeah.
Anything else?
I mean, he took care of me. He took care of Mama and everything else.
Mm-hmm. You still think he's on the road in the truck?
Yeah.
Is that how you deal with it?
Mm-hmm.
So he's not dead to you?
Basically.
When you think of the best times of your dad, what were they?
Like when he come home and like spend time with me.
Were you ever unruly, and did you ever smoke weed and have sex with older men when your dad was alive?
No.
So why do you do it now?
I guess I'm rebelling, I guess.
And you're hurting your mum at the same time. Why?
I guess I think that's the only way for me to do it, for me to just live, I guess.
So hitting her helps you deal with what?
No, I just feel like she's a bitch.
So why do you feel like she's a bitch?
Because the things that she says to me.
Like?
Like, she thinks that now that my dad's gone, that she just changes her whole thing. She makes me do everything, things that she can do by herself. She makes me do it.
Why is that, do you think?
I mean, I'm really not sure.
How long were you married to your husband?
14 years.
14 years. You don't think your mum misses your dad and is upset?
Probably not, because she's out doing stuff with other people, and she's getting married in September.
Okay.
Somebody
So-
she met, like,
Okay.
let's say they were dating for like a week and decided they were going to get married.
So does that frustrate you?
I mean, I think it's stupid. Let's say they were dating for like a week and decided they were going to get married.
So does that frustrate you?
I mean, I think it's stupid.
Okay. So you're upset with that, right?
I mean, I honestly don't care. I mean, she's going to do whatever she wants to do, regardless of me. And if I say put my opinion in it, she gets all upset and everything else. So I just try not to say anything to her.
Well, I asked her for her opinion, and she says she's fine with it all the time. She's like, I'm okay, Mom, as long as you're happy.
I mean, she just, one point she sits there and talks about Dad and everything else and starts getting her feelings. And I just, not a feeling, I don't show my emotions. And then one minute she's over here so in love with somebody else. How can you be in love with somebody you like started dating a week ago? This isn't a movie. I mean,
And if you blame your mum for your dad's death?
I mean, yeah, she treated him horribly. And then after he died, like, she treats me the same way. Sits there and talks about him and everything else.
So you blame her for his death?
I mean, not really blaming her like he killed her, or like she killed him or anything like that, but just feel like he just had enough and he just went. I mean,
No. That's not true.
Why do you feel that way?
because it's the way she treated him.
How did she treat him?
It was just like she sit there and talk about him and everything else and talk about him to people, and then like whenever she was in front of him, she wouldn't say nothing to him. And then after he died, she'd sit there and make fun of him and everything else.
No, that's not true at all.
Okay.
That's not true.
What would be the perfect relationship between you and your mum if you could clip your fingers? What would it be?
I mean, just being able to get along.
But why don't you?
I don't know. I mean, I've never really had like a strong relationship with her.
You had it with your dad?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think your behavior has something to do with why you don't have a strong relationship with your mum?
Like in the beginning, no.
Okay.
Because I was always like spending time with him and everything else, and she just didn't
Wait,
want
one
to go
second.
places and everything.
She lost her virginity. I didn't find out till 6 months later. My husband hid it. He knew about it. I found out on a phone. I woke up one morning and her phone was ringing, so I grabbed it and I started looking at it. Telling boys how many times she's had sex. 21 times. So, you know, yes, me and my husband didn't have a perfect relationship, but I loved him. I stuck by his side for 14 years. And, you know.
Did you ever argue with your husband in front of her?
My husband did a lot.
Was he violent to you?
He was very verbal, abusive.
Okay.
And when you take your vows, you know, it's through sickness and health. So I took my vows very seriously with him. I loved him, but I did not like the way he acted.
Okay.
But he loved this little girl like there was no tomorrow.
Do you think she's acting like he did?
In a way, yes.
In the audience, we have licensed psychotherapist Stacy Kaiser. Stacy, welcome. You're listening here. Thoughts?
Oftentimes, when a really tragic thing happens, we put the wall up. And I think that's what you've done, Ashlyn. The wall is up. I mean, we can all see it. And when the wall is up emotionally, we don't make good decisions. We end up ultimately destroying ourselves, which is part of what you're setting up to do. And we move forward in life in a way that isn't right for us. And so it's going to be really important that you take time to let yourself have those feelings. I mean, it sounds like your father deserved it. Even though he wasn't a great husband all the time, it sounds like he was an amazing dad. And he deserves for you to let yourself feel the pain of losing him.
Do you have a counselor?
I have a therapist, I take medicine.
Okay.
I have depression, I have anxiety, like,
Okay. Well,
but
But they
and that
told me.
started when your dad passed, right?
no,
Or was it before?
before.
Okay.
So,
A little bit before, whenever I found out what she was doing. She lost her virginity and you know.
Listen, you can't hold that past against her, okay?
I know. It's just so hard.
Well, it's hard. That's called parenting. Welcome to parenting.
She's a beautiful young lady. And I just feel so disappointed because I have so much high standards for her.
Maybe you should take some of the blame for that.
Yeah.
When was the last time you sat down and chatted together? Never,
no one asked me. I mean,
right? But you're willing to do that and talk to your mom?
she just, and then she wants to talk about the wrong things and everything else. I just, don't do that.
I think you both have to work harder on communication and act like adults. Because at the end of the day, you get one mom and you get one chance. Stay with us. We'll be right back. I want to thank all my guests for being here today. Trust is the foundation that relationships rest upon. But when broken, it often remains that way. Sometimes it's easier to forgive than forget. Give it patience, space, and in time, trust will grow. I want to hear from you, so go to our website, robertirvineshow.com, or visit us at the Robert Irvine Show social media pages. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.